female guest. A female guest.
I know. It's a bit surreal.
It's so surreal.
It is, isn't it? It's like we spoke about this and it's actually happening. That's why when two people meet and they want things to happen,
Two great energies.
I think so as well.
When two great energies meet.
Yeah.
This is the result of it, people. So, welcome to another episode of Close to the Bone podcast. I go by the name of Super Duah. Kemet Ratep Duah Mutef the first. You could just call me Duah. Introduce yourself, my lovely guest.
Miss Galina, aka Gia. Yeah, right here for you guys.
The first lady on the podcast.
As well.
It's January 2024.
Yeah.
The first lady of the podcast. You know, you're the first ever female to grace Close to the Bone.
How long has it been around?
About...
I feel honoured though. I definitely
Thank
do.
you. No, I feel honoured, believe me.
And it's my first podcast as well. I tell the people, like, obviously, I do music and all sorts of stuff, but me being behind camera, maybe it's a lot of times people wanted me to do that, but I never took that step. So thank you, because I consider that opportunity as well.
Listen,
you know,
from the first time I spoke to this young lady, people, you know, sometimes if you're a person of vibes and energy, you pick up things straight away.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. And when I first spoke to Gia, it was an instant connection of, well, shit, she knows what she's talking about. And it's not one of those situations where it was a hungry man looking for some fanny. No.
Let's just get it.
They kept it professional. So let's get into this shit.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Let's get into this shit.
We can keep it professional. Don't listen to him, you know.
Exactly.
We can. That's the thing, that you have to separate the two.
That's
like,
it.
You can't just speak with your... you know what I
Well,
mean?
you can, but you just be
yeah
erected all the time.
No, but
Pause.
you'll be like every other podcast. Like, have you seen these podcasts lately? Like,
Oh, yeah.
People say some. I don't know. Can I say stuff?
You can say whatever you want. People say some top shit.
People say some shit. You know, just like TMI, guys. We don't need to know if you put your finger inside your boyfriend's bum and he liked it.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm sorry, I watched the podcast recently. I just went straight into it.
Have you ever done the finger in the bum thing with any male partner?
I have.
Yeah. What? I want to ask you.
This is not how I want to start my podcast.
This is exactly how it should start.
Cut.
This is exactly how it should start. I want to know something. Pause.
Please.
Did it make you horny on that? When it?
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah.
I thought you asked me if I've done it to someone.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah. I mean,
Does it make you like horny and like rare?
It gives you some sense of control. Yeah, definitely. Like, but I'm not the man at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
Did you have long fingernails at the time?
No, not.
I had to ask the question. I had to. Okay.
Hell is hot.
What? Have you ever had a toxic lover?
Yeah. So let's get to the subject. Yeah, I have. How about you?
Yes, I have.
Would you say you have been a toxic lover at some point of your life?
Yes, I'm toxic as fuck.
Because I feel like... Yes.
I'm toxic as fuck. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. I'll be very quick and brief. Let me fan myself as I say this.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
You know, I don't think you understand.
I came in expecting it to be baking hot.
It is hot, you know.
It is baking hot. I like toxicity. But there's levels. Let me explain. Because she's looking at me like, you better make this work,
I respect your opinion, please.
You better make this work.
I'm ready to hear it. I've heard it all anyway.
For real?
Surprise me.
Tell me what you've heard. I'm not even going to say that. I want to hear what you've heard first.
Toxicity can come in many shapes and forms, you know.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
It can be anything. It can be from the way people try to manipulate you, to get something out of you, to love bomb you, to gaslight you into things if they don't go their way too quick. It could be any forms of, or like the sort of like people that they want you, but they don't know if they want you, but they just want to bother you. Do you know what I mean? Just for the sake of it, you know. People love to feed their ego, you know. I used to love to feed my ego too, you know. I'm not ashamed to say
that's an interesting word.
It became like a whole hobby of getting more Pokemons. More fans. Do you know what I mean? We all feed our ego from that fake shit, to be honest.
She just admitted female ego, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I do admit a lot of things. I'll probably be the first person that actually takes things like I'll take full responsibility. Yeah.
This is why I love this girl.
I will, you know.
You're going to end up being my
Because we spoke about it already, yeah.
You're going to end up being my permanent host.
We can do that.
You know that, innit?
We can do that. I'm loving the vibes already.
Listen, man. Once this is Gia's first time. Once she's been here a month, she'd be like me. I'll bring my slippers here with the fanny.
Rootless.
With my tea mug. You know?
Rootless.
Just like, hey!
Boy.
Listen, right? Let me tell you guys what I mean when I say there's levels to toxicity that I think is appropriate for the relationship.
Okay.
For example, I'm a jealous man. Okay? Yeah, I'm jealous. But I'm not jealous in the mediocre way of being jealous. You know what? Why are you looking at my girl for? Yeah. What? You're not wearing that? What are you leaving the house in that for? Take that off, man. Man ain't gonna be looking at you. Man ain't gonna be... I want man to look at you. Because, bitch, when we get home, I'm gonna fuck you harder because what turns me on, what gets me there, this is close to the bone.
I said let's get into it. We're into it. It's deep in there.
That's what gets most men there.
Subject.
Real men, Gia.
No, it's true, you know.
You feel me?
People like the real people, like the real raw stuff, you know. Me personally as well.
Adult shit.
Yeah. It is what it is, you know. You know what you like and you can't force it.
Yeah.
And like I've met guys, you know, recently it's happened to me that I've met guys that don't have much experience, yeah. And I feel for them, you know. And I've realized as well, like, when you've been, like, with one woman for a very, very long time, let's say, like, 10, 14 years, I don't want to generalize people, you know, but, like, when you say you've been in a relationship since 13, you've been together, and, like, now you're, like, 30.
Yes.
And you kind of, like, broke up last year and stuff, but you've had 2 kids, and that, you practically don't have no experience.
At all.
I'm sorry that I'm saying,
You've had that one person
I've had this
life.
argument with my mum. My mum has been married to my dad for 30 years, you know.
Yeah, me too.
They've literally been married for 30 years.
This is a regular argument.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people think that...
It should always be like, yeah, your dad, this and that. And I'm like, I love that for you guys, you know. Don't get me wrong. I respect it 100%. I find it it gives me hope as well, you know. That,
of course.
You know,
Go ahead.
You don't really need too much, you know. I feel like
really don't.
Giving into these toxicities is what brings you closer to her.
Okay. I've got to break this down.
Okay, cool.
And this is for the people on live as well. I'm break this down.
Yeah.
I say I like toxicity as in I like a woman, a lady. I like her to be a bit edgy. Like, I like a bitch to be angry with me sometimes.
But why is that toxic though? Why do we qualify as toxicity though? Why? Because
the way people see toxicity is you shouldn't be together because you don't work together because look what happens when you are together. But how do they know that? Because women that pick a toxic man. Let me just get this.
Yeah, we love that.
Oh my God! First time I spoke it, and she just said it like it went.
I'm fine for that, but I used to love that shit. Yeah.
Used to.
The worse, the better. The more they excite you with their madnesses, and you probably don't even know what's gonna happen to your life, you know. But you're just excited, man.
You not hearing what the lady is saying, you know?
Yeah, it's silly. I think
they like it.
A lot of young people do that. Though.
They like it.
But you have to get to a certain age and stop telling like, you know, fool me one, shame on you. Fool me one, shame on you.
Yeah, true.
Shame on me.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I mean? Yeah, from once, twice to the
fault,
yeah. Listen,
because you've been going through it. You have to stop at some point. That's what I'm trying to say.
But how do you stop an addiction?
I mean, it is an addiction.
And listen to the word.
And it gets
addiction.
Worse. Oh my God.
How do you stop?
I never in my life thought about this word in this way. You know,
addiction. You just ruined it, addiction.
You know, Jesus.
So, for women, if the dick. Listen, if that D is good,
you don't think so?
She ain't going nowhere. Yeah, true, I just remembered. She ain't going nowhere if the dick is good. Listen, if you... I'm going to be honest with you. I've cheated on a girl years ago.
I'm glad you're honest about that.
I'm being honest with you. And I was with her...
Was that the only time, sorry?
On that particular girl, yes. on that particular girl, yes. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago, you know? Long time ago. I was with her for a long time. It was a long-term relationship. I cheated constantly. Yeah, I know. I just kind of rebutted all my words. I kind of made myself sound stupid.
No judgment. Continue.
It was something that was new to me at the time. I was young-minded, immature, and she was a fully grown woman and gave me room to play. So what I mean when I say that is the girls that I was playing with were trash. They had no quality. They never had no class. They never had pizzazz and debonair. They never wore quality lipstick. They didn't perform quality sex routines on me.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit was average.
So
but this woman...
It was like a meaty...
Just basic.
Proper meaty.
Basic.
But you love that shit.
Men love the ego
chase,
of it.
Yeah,
I like the fact that woman that was at the time bubbling in it, yeah? And I'm smashing her head into the thing. I like the fact that I was the king for the moment.
So it is an ego
I
thing,
could
though.
get her.
But it is an ego thing. So
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. It is an ego thing.
Exactly.
You want it, you get it.
Yes, very true.
Do you know what I mean?
Is it the same for women?
I have to have it. Like, it becomes a thing.
Yeah, but is it the same for women?
I mean, I've been single for like 3 years now. Even more. And I feel the more I stay single, the worse it gets. I'll be so
Break
real.
that fucking down.
I have these moments sometimes where I feel like...
Break it down. Go
us girls, like, we can go through periods of times, you know. So I've had periods of times where I've been like, oh my God, will I even be back like to my normal self? But then you just get all this attention. It just comes and it goes all the time.
What's your normal self? Let's get on the road.
When you're single, it's hard to, you know, there's so much temptation. I'll be so real.
Absolutely.
You know, but as long as you do it the right way, as long as you, that's what I say about the drink as well. As long as you do everything moderate, so you wake up the next day, you go home, you don't feel like a tramp.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't feel like, oh my God, this man just used me again. Yeah. I just put you have to want it. You have to know what you want.
What do you mean the man, explain man using you?
Girls do that all the time, you know, they're bored, they sit at home, they don't have no money. Come on, like, we've all been there, you know. I've been 16, 17. I've worked since I've been 16.
Yeah, I've never been a woman though, but yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
We've all been there. Yeah, you said, yeah.
I get what you're saying. Go.
I like the support. Thank you. You were just like, yeah. We've all been, yeah. But maybe in a previous life you've been there. How?
True.
Do you know what I mean? You could have been a woman.
Listen, all women love toxic men. I'm just gonna say it out. Women love toxic men. I don't give a damn what my live viewers are saying in the comments right now. They're cussing me off. Tell them.
You know,
like basically, a woman's not gonna pick a man who just goes, "Okay, darling, whatever you say, I'll do it." Because I love you and I want to be the best man I can be, and look at my head, and I'm going to do whatever. She will cheat on him. It don't matter if her name...
Why do you think that though?
Because a woman don't want perfection.
No, but why do you think she would cheat
on him?
She
lusts after perfection, but she won't pick it.
If a woman is enough...
She ain't going to pick
No, but we generalize. You're describing a certain type of women, yeah? And let me just say, women that know what they want and they can get what they want without you, they will leave.
Did you hear what she just said?
We don't need to go that low to cheat on you. Who are you?
She knows what she's picking.
Look like I care?
She knows what she's picking, so she picks the toxic dude.
No, I don't pick nothing.
Pause.
I pick going home and having a good night's sleep. That's what I pick. Honey.
I guarantee you, Gia's next partner will have some type of toxicity to him.
100%. But I didn't say he's gonna be toxic. He can be toxic in bed, you know.
So toxicity is different.
Together. I can meet him at work, in my workplace. You know, I used to do cooperative and stuff before. I can meet him there, and then we'll go home, and he'll be the biggest freak ever. That will turn me on differently. We can do the whole work thing, sitting there, costumes, and
pretending.
He knows when I go home. It's going down.
That's me, you know.
Yeah, that's me too.
I
like the mystery, you know. I don't need to show everything, guys. I see that all the time. Like, you girls, like, just flaunt your titties, flaunt your bums. Like, just calm down, mate. They'll see what they need to see eventually, you know. And if they can't wait to see it, then maybe they shouldn't see it.
Well, put it this way: it depends when she shows it.
And it depends what
if she shows it. If she shows it on her socials, let's go to the socials.
Oh, God.
Let's go to the socials.
I've got, you know me, yeah. We're gonna do a special, yeah.
I can't wait
with my screenshots. I've been saving these, you know.
I can't wait. Gee, I'm looking forward to it. I really, like I said, you might end up being the host permanently, the co-host.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Am I doing good? Yeah. Was that my interview?
Excellent. On the first day, excellent, mate.
Really? That's because you make me feel comfortable. I appreciate it, you know. I actually enjoy talking to you on a level.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And you see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You know, let's say, for example, I'm toxic, which I've just admitted to be.
You did, actually. You didn't even say I was.
I admit.
You just said I'm toxic.
But you hear the woman side of it. But you know what? You're a really nice person, though, and you got nice hair. I ain't got no hair, but you got nice hair. You got some soft hair.
I'm like a bald man, you know.
True that. I mean, I make bald look sexy, obviously.
Oh.
You know, I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah.
A bit of.
You cut your hair and it will be a fact.
No, you just said addiction, you know, and that will forever be scarred in my face, in my thoughts now, you know. Addiction, you know.
Good dick can turn a good woman crazy.
100%.
It turns good women bad. That's why they pick that man, because they don't want the man who's just going to work, coming home. I've done everything I'm supposed to do, hun. What do you want me to do next? She wants a man that kind of controls her psychologically. She desires him secretly.
Oh, is it control or is it just submission? Because that qualifies as like
where
submission.
do you draw the line, though?
I mean,
where does submission start and where does
it's a
thing
very thin
end?
line when people get too comfy very quickly, 100%. But that, again, I think it comes from like, if you're on point and I'm on point and we both already know what we want in life without each other.
Facts.
I think like that could have just make it better,
Very true.
But if we both meet up and I'm going through some shit and we're both like unstable, and we're just gonna put these things on each other, which is toxic as well, to be fully honest.
Do you know what?
What's not toxic nowadays when I think about it?
Everything, more or less everything.
God, everything.
Because if
From
you're in a
the air we
relationship,
breathe.
yeah. Oh, let's go there.
Yeah, let's not even go. No, let's not
please.
go there. We got one hour. Wait, no. We're not going there. No.
You see, ladies.
No.
Ladies, be honest. You do like some toxicity in a man.
Do you know what I was thinking on the way? Yeah, what I wanted to touch on as well. Yeah,
go ahead.
Is that I've noticed recently. Obviously, as I said to you before, I don't know if we spoke about that, but just as men hurt me in this life, I don't like to. I'm not like a feminist, but obviously a lot of people don't even know the meaning of feminism.
You be what you want on this show, hon.
Just choosing to be a woman doesn't mean you're a feminist. Can I just say that, please?
Very
I'm so
true.
tired of everybody saying feminism and this and that. Yeah, it's just about our rights and freedom at the end of the day, which we still don't have. But
that's very true.
And I just wanted to say that a lot of us hide things. We feel embarrassed. This is what I'm touching that on the feminism stuff, because I feel a lot of women feel embarrassed. I know lately people say, women became more scatty, women are more loose, but that's like a 1.5% of the whole internet that you see. Go
true.
outside on the street, you're not gonna see them bitches,
the average, twerking
in the middle of the road with their titties out.
It's not the everyday
come
thing.
on,
It's
man.
1%.
Let's be real. Who
it's
see
1%.
that? Come on, man. How many of you even leave your houses to know? But I'm saying that from an experience because I've spent a lot of time in my house and I've worked in a lot of places that are outside. You don't see that shit outside except of the internet, So there's one thing, we need to stop being so ashamed of that whole cancel culture, all that shit. Like women, we just don't share stuff. We feel embarrassed. Why are you feeling embarrassed? Like I feel embarrassed as well about so many things. You see you, and I've got good people around me to tell me like, don't worry about it, man. Just calm down, just relax, just speak your mind, innit?
Yeah.
But it takes a village. You've said that a few times. I've listened to you on it.
Very true.
It takes a village.
People around you, man.
Like
one grass blade don't grow by itself.
I'm thankful for everybody, innit? Like at the end of the day, but I felt embarrassed about every little thing I've done. Because like people judge you all the time as a woman, And I know you guys go through a lot as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to undermine it.
No, this is about what I'm hearing from you.
Because I do agree, like men don't have it easy as well. Trust me.
Oh my God. Who can a man go to when he gets his heart broken? If he goes to his uncle, fix up, man. You're a little dickhead. If he goes to his dad, he could never go to an African or Jamaican
do you know
dad.
What I mean? Like,
Dad, she broke my heart.
Bulgarian parents are the same, My dad's like, there's a saying in Bulgaria, so I was like, there's nothing wrong with you. You'll be fine.
Just go to your room and just eat some rice and something else. You're just acting like you're sprung off her. Plenty of woman, no? That's what you get from an African dad. From a Jamaican dad,
oh Lord,
you're telling a Jamaican dad that you got bumped by a chick.
No.
What you say? She say what? The girl do what? She do you what?
Oh,
come out on a bomb back like this. You idiot.
So as I said, toxicity comes in a lot of forms.
It does.
But it's about like what you take as well, like what you accept.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So
Facts.
When you say that yourself, I agree with it. Yeah, I do love a bit of toxicity, but in moderation,
It is true.
But can we do that? Because we people we like to.
Do you like a jealous man? Do you like him to be like, what the fuck are you? Who the fuck was you talking to? Your fucking phone. Who the fuck is knocking your phone?
Not really, I used to.
Really?
Until my ex started making, like, he used to do that test,
Go ahead.
where I wear a skirt. And it make me get up and do this.
No way!
If something's gonna show. This man was...
Let me put up my foot. And
I'm not even gonna say your name, but if eventually you ever watch this, I'm so sorry, but you were a madman. I'll be so real with you.
That's crazy.
Fully a madman.
Bro, I don't know you, but that is a little bit over the top. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Bending down and all that.
I'm gonna drop you the bombshell.
Go ahead, please do.
No.
This is what this show's about. We might have to go and get another bottle of Henny or something.
He was bisexual.
No.
I've got stories on stories,
Break that down. How did you
people, whoever knows me from Instagram before, knows that I used to drop the maddest stories.
Go,
on lives, yeah.
please. I need that on
I
this.
still had to be a bisexual guy, you know.
So how did you find out? Was it before or after?
It was the fact that he was so jealous of me, you know, and this is the toxicity.
Because of how he was getting dealt with.
You're so insecure in yourself.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're doing. You're projecting it so bad. But because you meet that, but now I'm a bit older, I see them young girls. They're so easy to manipulate, man. You lot know exactly what you're doing, you know. You lot know exactly what you're doing, you know.
Listen.
She falls for it. You put the bait out. She falls for it. You're like, I can do whatever the fuck I want with this little bitch.
You know why? You know when a man notices that?
100%.
He notices that from down the road when he ain't even spoke to you yet.
100%. He's like, yeah, that's the one. That is the one.
She's submissive.
Yeah.
Oh, you, come here.
Hey, babe. Yeah. And you just come in it.
You ever seen this shit before, bitch? No, I ain't seen that come before. Get in there. Gotcha, bitch.
No, that's true.
Because you ain't seen this shit before. I'm the first one to show you it. That's where male ego comes in. If I'm sitting in the living room, and I always say this on my lives and my TikToks, okay, on my podcast and on my lives, if I'm sitting at home and she wants me to paint the living room a different colour, if she comes in going, all you do is fucking sit there, you're just a waste man, look at you sitting there doing fucko. Now he's gone back into his cave. I'm a man.
No, 100%.
I don't want to hear that. I'm not confrontational.
Someone said we gotta choose wisely, 100%.
Come on, man. But if she comes over and she rubs my shoulders from over the back of the chair, you see how this sofa, let me show people on the live how, you see how the sofa is? She comes from the back of the chair, rubbing my shoulders, talking about, baby, you are the Picasso of this house. No man has ever held a paintbrush like you before, and this pussy is all yours. As soon as you end up finishing that, let me show you what the man will do.
Wait, I want you.
Let me get just for Gia's life, right? I'm doing it just for Gia's life, baby. No one has ever held a paintbrush like you before. You are the Picasso of this house. You own this pussy. You are the king of this dominion.
Lord have mercy.
What room do you want me to paint, babe?
Yeah, sounds about right.
If you want your man to put a woman's dress on.
No, but you know what? This is what I'm saying. Women should stroke man's ego differently. But even if we do that, you lot still go and do whatever you want to do. So at the end of the day,
thirsty, hungry man will, yeah. The man who knows himself won't.
You think? Facts. How many years do you think you can last with the same woman? Do you think you can last a lifetime?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but now.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what the secret is. Let me tell you what the secret is. I'll tell you the secret right now. I'll tell you the secret. The secret is knowing that your partner's going to fucking change. The person I met 10 years ago ain't the same bitch in the house with me 10 years later.
100%.
She's changed like 10 times. Check your battery. She's changed like 10 times. So if I'm just sitting there not communicating with her, I don't know she's changed. No, so I'm trying to do the same shit as 10 years ago. She's just looking at me like, look at this old ass this nerd. Like he hasn't even realised I've changed.
No, it's true.
She don't want her pussy ate like that no more. She might want it ate from the back now. She might want you to taste that ass.
Things change, times change, and you have to get with the program, innit?
She might want you to, you know what I mean, dibble in the chocolate factory. I don't know. Because this has been happening for like, come on now, we have to get to the point where you understand.
I agree.
If you don't, you know what I'm saying, Gia?
I agree,
and I'll say this, and this is for Gia and for the audience.
I thought me and you're going to have a lot more disagreements. I'll be so real, but I do agree, you know.
Well, on this subject, you know what I mean? We haven't crossed over to other subjects yet. But it is early times. See what I'm saying? Her battery goes low, my battery goes low. That's some weird shit's been happening today with me and this chicken. Hey, are you a witch?
Excuse me?
You might be a witch.
You know what people... You see if you ask me that question
all I'm going to say is...
I did ask him, why did you bring that?
The Kaba alien.
He's gonna
just the Kaba alien. Yeah? The Kabbalah?
No, I'm not
the Kaba alien.
But I have been told that I have very strong energy, you know.
Very strong.
And healing energy as well. And
wow.
A lot of things.
Guys,
can you feel it? Is it strong, yeah?
I felt it from
Does it bother you?
It doesn't bother me one bit because I'm a man.
Is it?
And I can handle the energy.
People feel intimidated, you know.
Only a boy would be intimidated by
100%.
a woman.
That's why I don't like women calling boys and we're like in that.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I said. That's why I use the word boy, innit? Because boys only attract girls. Girls only attract boys. Ladies attract gentlemen, however. Bosses attract bosses. Wealth attracts wealth. Class attracts class. Put it this way, what I mean is this. A classy woman is not going to go to the man outside of the betting shop holding up half a plastic cup of Hennessy, dancing with his mates to Jamaican songs.
Oh, please, not the bookies.
She's not gonna go. I've got a thing about the bookies. Like,
I saw your video.
Duah, why you on the man from the bookies, fam? Loud man from the bookies.
It's actually funny.
I don't
care. You know what? I rate it.
If you're outside there, you're a waste man. That's it.
That's some street. You know, let's just not do that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Let's just not. That's not a city girl. Let me just say as well.
Go ahead, mate.
People mistake things, you know, and then your daughters will be listening to this one day, not this one, because we have some sense at least. Yeah, at least.
Would you class yourself as toxic?
No. A little bit. But I wouldn't call it toxicity though, I'll be so real.
Women always rename their shit.
I just know what I want and it intimidates people. If you call that toxic, then call it toxic.
What do you want?
Out of a relationship, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just know what I want. As I said, yeah, I want someone who knows what he wants as well, that is motivated, someone that is calm around me, because I feel like I'm a bit more feisty, so I'll be good around someone that, even though I've been around fiery people, we kind of click together as well.
Absolutely.
But I want a man that doesn't sit at home, doesn't just do nothing, do you know what I mean? I need you to be doing something with your life so I can be doing something with my life.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
so let's say you meet that man.
So it's not even about the looks at this point of my life, I'll be so real.
I'm going to look her right in the face and ask her this. So let's say you meet that man.
Look me right in the eyes.
And you find out within the first month that he is a toxic motherfucker. But he's still got all the qualities you just asked for. What you doing? And the D game is smoke. What you doing? And the tongue game.
Nah, come on now.
Tongue and D game,
it's because
smoke.
lately I've noticed like you just can't get it all. Like I'll be so real.
Real talk.
And I've got a lot of expectations, you know. I'll stop stuff in the middle of stuff happening, you know.
Real
I'm so
talk.
tired of wasting my time.
Let's talk about that.
And usually I just chat a bag of ish. I'll do this, I'll do that. And then you see them, they just sat there thinking they're the star of the night.
Yeah, but
I
any
started
man,
noticing them men, you know, when they start talking about themselves too much.
if you pick that man, then it's on you.
No.
Because bag of chat ain't doing nothing. The man that you wanna challenge?
No, but you have to pick your poison, though. Do you know what I mean?
Real,
You have to
so
pick.
well
Like,
said.
what would you?
So well said. Go
you
ahead.
can live with one thing, because there's no perfect people at the end of the day. So you have to live with something you don't like at the end of the day. But
Facts.
is that something like he's an absolute madman?
Yeah.
You know, he's been into the loony.
If it's the
for 5 years,
extreme-
that's not changing. We're not changing you, honey.
Facts.
You're a psychopath.
Facts.
That cannot be changed no more. I'm not gonna see or find out, and then we read about the newspapers.
You're on the run from the police.
Stabbed in her bed in the
To run to
morning.
Tijuana. Live on the ground for 10 years.
Psychosis attack.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
So
Like-
when I see behaviors like that's not funny toxicity for me no more, you know. But toxicity I could definitely qualify as if in the bedroom, yeah. Because men can be so toxic, I could never understand that.
But then he
Men
eats
are
the shit out of your pussy.
They will do the
Be
maddest
honest.
thing in the
He
bedroom.
do
with you, and
that's
they'll never
it.
call you again.
Yeah.
They will do the maddest
Yeah.
thing. And don't get me wrong, that hasn't happened to me in a while in my life. I'll be so real. They do call me again. But I mean,
No comment.
I'm just saying that, do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, men will do the most and they'll just get on with their day like it's never happened.
So in your experience?
Yeah, that's a bit toxic.
In your experience, can toxic work full time?
No.
Really?
No.
Even if his toxicness
Someone
is
needs to
just...
someone needs to change. Someone needs to
Really?
give in or something, or at least just make the dynamics kind of like, I don't know.
Break that down.
I mean, like, we can be toxic at the end of the day, but like, just like you said, like, what's even the definition of it? Like, because we're all a bit toxic at the end of the day. Do you know
I mean, yeah. Like I said at the beginning of the show, when I talk about toxic, I'm mainly talking about...
I'm talking about sex.
Yeah, it's things that get me off.
Straight on.
Because her toxicity is turning me the fuck on. So, let me give you an example. I don't mind her hassling me about using my phone. Because that's showing me that she's jealous. That's showing me that she actually gives a shit. I don't mind her texting me and voice noting me all day long. Because that's showing me she's thinking about a motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's an all day, you know. So you wouldn't wonder at one point, what is this woman doing?
Nah.
She's got way too much time on her hands.
Nope, because I'm as toxic. So in my toxic world, in the toxic world of
Mr.
Duah,
Toxic, then, ladies and gentlemen.
in the toxic world of Duah, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
I wake up every day expecting her to either to challenge me that day. I don't expect to go through the whole day.
Why does it have to be toxic though?
That's my point. People are calling that
I could wake up and put you on point, boy. We'll be up. We'll be like, what the fuck is going on? Chop, chop. Let's go do something. What do you mean? That doesn't need to be toxic.
Were you referring to early morning sex or were you referring to just
that's
normality?
definitely in the program. Get with the program, as I've said before. I don't like people that don't like morning sex. I'll be so real. This is not a dating show, but let's just say it.
Let's talk about toxic people and their sexual habits. Let me lock off my live. I'll be back on my live in about...
Yeah, I'm going to get locked off.
So, sex and toxic people. Everyone knows that psycho sex is the best.
Facts.
Everyone knows that the psycho person, they fuck you the best.
You can do that sober though.
You can.
Do you always need to be intoxicated or something?
No, hell no. No.
Psycho sex, you mean like mad when you're sweating?
I don't mean like, no.
You've been having sex for like 3 hours and your sweat is falling on top.
Mate. Sweat is actually good. But I'm saying, when I say toxic people and sex, this is what I mean. She f*** off and does my head in all day long. She's f*** off and driving me crazy with the text that I just said I like.
Okay.
But she'll like turn to the side and bounce it and ish.
Quick one, yeah.
On the dick. Go ahead.
Quick one, I mean. Like,
yeah, exactly,
just
yeah.
a quick one, yeah.
And like...
Just stuff like that.
She'll like put her legs behind her ears while she's standing up and fold her body in half like a piece of paper and let me smash. She'll like choke on my ish and... Yeah. So...
I really was trying to imagine the whole picture. You know, put my... Wait. You need to go. Rewind. Put her legs behind my ears.
So I'm going to paint a picture for you.
Okay, cool, please.
So the psycho girl, so let's say, so she comes to my workplace, and she stabbed my tires. So she's toxic. I know she's toxic, but guess how we work out the argument? This is why men stay with toxic people.
Put her in her place, basically.
At home, she gets through the door. Imagine a scenario. Door closes. I can hear her come upstairs. She throws her keys on the bed. What the fuck was that about earlier on? Huh? What the fuck was that about earlier on? So we're in each other's faces. Guess what? I rip her top as we're arguing. She stands there looking at me as one breast is hanging out of her top like Janet Jackson in the 80s. Then I rip the rest of her dress.
Why was I going to say Whitney and Bobby, you know? But
do you know what? Spud me. No.
Bobby on the interview. You need to just slap her in the fucking face.
Yeah.
They're on pills.
Whitney and Bobby style, baby.
So did you hit you?
Yeah.
Just like,
oh my God.
No. No.
Let me tell you.
I love Bobby. He takes care of me.
Of course. I love him when I need him.
Oh man.
He eats my pussy so differently. But yeah, she smacks you in the face and gives you black eyes. I don't care. He pays my electricity bill.
He's my man. My man.
And he has Indian hair.
Oh.
I think we can firmly establish here today that not only are men and women still picking toxic people and partners to have long term, but there is some type of romanticism
about it.
Do you know what I'm saying? About somebody who can't leave you alone.
So do you think that's the problem? Because I feel lately that's the problem. How many of these couples stay together? Just think about it.
That's a fucking
Let's just think about it. How many of these people you've seen lately together? Nobody stays with nobody.
That's facts.
Nobody stays with nobody lately. It's like people's like how should I say, like just all sorts of spans are done. We don't. Like, nobody's got the patience for nothing.
So true.
Like, and I find that toxic as well. You know, like people just like you say one thing.
Impatience, basically.
Everyone's just like fuck you, blocking you. Ish. I don't need you in my life. Like,
when was the last time you had a toxic relationship, and why did it end? Apart from the fact it was toxic.
That was the one, innit? The one a couple of years ago.
Yeah. And was it a long-term one, or was it just...
Yeah, we was together for not that long, because...
2-3 years, probably?
3 years, yeah.
That's
3
still
and a
long.
half, you know.
That's still 3 years out of your life.
Kind of kicked it off in the beginning of quarantine.
Yeah.
I went back with him. That was only because he moved into his own place now.
He became sexy again.
Now I was seeing signs that he wants to actually show me now he can take care of himself. Yeah. Even though he was 10 years older than me.
Did he prove that point to you?
No. 7 days later, I used to give it like time limits, you know. 7 days he acts normal. Then on the 7th day, he just wakes up and you're just a weirdo. Like, he just wakes up, he doesn't want to talk to me.
What?
Just looking at me like...
What?
Just waking up, I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you alright? And this is how I knew he's like a madman. He did tell me eventually he's a madman anyway. So it's fine.
Was he literally on prescribed drugs from the doctors?
He probably needed to take them, but he wasn't taking them, you know.
Because that sounds like he's real insecure. Men do that. Usually when men do that, well, when boys do that, not men. When boys do that, usually, that are going into adolescence, usually they've had a woman or two break them. Mm-hmm. And I mean, once a man is broken, I just said to you that he can't tell nobody, so he just walks around the earth. A broken man.
100%, by the way. You just described him, you know, because I know he walks around the streets even till this day. Just broken. He doesn't have a purpose. He doesn't have a goal. He's already told me a few times and told me, Galina, you should focus on your life. I will never be fixed. I am not normal. I got issues. Like, we used to go out and I'll be like, why are you like this? Like, tell you that. To the smallest thing, like, we'll get burgers and stuff and they'll put mayo. He will flip off in the place, you know, flip the whole burger. And I'm like, yo, like, you see all these reactions, you know, that's scary shit, you know. And he used to do that often.
Can I ask, was he ever like violent to you?
No.
Have you ever had a man be violent to you?
Yeah, but it wasn't a boyfriend.
Okay, it was just a link thing.
Yeah, actually, I had one man that attacked me.
Yeah, and you was with him in a relationship.
Like, as if in like 2 months together.
Damn.
But I did like the guy, you know. It's always me that likes them more. But you see, with that ex-toxic relationship that I've had, is for me that relationship was like a, I don't even know how to call it. Like, for me, I was just analysing the whole relationship. I deep down, because I'm a healer, I wanted to heal him, you know. I didn't really love him like that. And now thinking about in the past, I don't have no feelings for him. I don't miss him. I don't miss any of my exes in a way.
But you let him pipe, but you didn't love him? You let him smash?
No, I did love something about him, but I don't think it was love. Like,
so you had love for him?
Yeah, I did, but I don't think it was like love, like me. Because if it was like the real in love thing, like maybe my first boyfriend was like I was in love with, you know. It was my first
That's usually the one that we...
But you see, this one, it was just lust, and it was like me trying to help him. I was clinging on to people that had issues, you know. I was constantly... I feel like I was attracted to that toxicity. The more toxic there was, the more I'll get attracted to it, you know. I just want to be there. I want to help you. I want to do this. And you know what I mean? I tried to help this guy many, many times. You know, and he just kept on proving me that there's no saving for him.
You're attracted to
I was
trash.
Can we just say I was?
You were attracted to trash.
No, the level has been raised, Duah. If I may just mention,
Oh my God.
Since last year, I've been living my best life.
Yes, let's talk about that.
I started loving myself differently. I started working on myself. I still got a lot of things to work on. But the level just changed dramatically.
What would you say that you had to work on that shall I say, will attract an actual gentleman? My
attitude.
Really?
Yeah.
What about your attitude did you have to change?
Sometimes I feel like I just used to have attitude for no reason, you know. Like, I'll just... and that attitude wasn't coming from nowhere. It was coming because I've had deep-rooted issues that I never used to pay attention to, and I used to take out on the whole world.
Me too.
And now I'll take everything the wrong way. You know, people say something to me, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? Like, why are you saying that? Like, everyone used to tell me I've got issues a couple of years ago.
Do you know what?
I've apologized to a lot of people, you know. Maybe this podcast is a way of, like, starting over with some people, you know, as well, you know, because I do know I've done some people dirty. And it was not my intention.
If you could apologize to them now without reading their names.
I have already anyway. But
good. What would your words be to the person that you hurt?
I wasn't okay. I'm not gonna try to explain myself, but I wasn't okay. I was taking medication, you know, antidepressants. I thought that's gonna help me. I started drinking in the meantime. Drinking while taking antidepressants, going to parties with people I don't know, getting off up to the point I don't remember how the fuck I got back home, but I ended up going back home. Thank the Lord.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I've never been violated, touched, blah blah blah. But it could have happened at any point. You know, I ended up getting robbed in Central because of shit like that, though.
Damn.
Yeah, we was coming back home. My girl, I think she liked me, the girl. If you're watching this as well, I'm not apologizing to you, by the way. She left me in the middle of Central, you know.
Oh, well.
Because I've met a man that wanted to walk me back home.
Damn.
And she started getting jealous, my friend.
And she was like, fuck yeah, you got mad.
And the guy was such a good guy. He was literally going to work, you know. He was actually going to work. He was a prison officer, he said.
Why would your friend leave you, though? Why would she leave?
Do you know why I'll never meet him as well? Because that same 40 minutes later, I got robbed. Someone pull a knife on me and I got robbed my phone, everything.
To you guys out there who rob females with knives.
So, yeah, people that, do you know what I mean?
Off, man. You know, some waste, man, blood. You're some waste man.
But you see what I'm trying to say? When you start falling around people like that and doing stuff like that, you start getting into this vicious circle where you're surrounded by just negativity, you know? So you just have to break out of it, you know?
Negative.
You have to break out of it. So when you say, how did I do it? Yeah, I woke up one day, I had to be honest with myself, you know? I had to be honest with myself and start fooling around and lying to myself and everybody around me that I'm okay, which I wasn't. Yeah. You know, and I wasn't doing anybody that wrong, by the way. When I say I've done people wrong, it was just some silly things, you know? Yes. I don't think I went and done a crazy, like I would never. Do you know what I mean? There is certain lines there. No matter how drunk I get, I could never cross. You know, but I was just harming my own self. Yes. Do you know what I mean? So I just detach myself from that. You know, I think that's the only solution. You don't have to dwell on it. You just detach yourself fully. Like you just, you know, rip yourself out.
Look what you rebuilt yourself into, though.
Yeah, I'm trying.
An absolute.
Thank you.
Just an absolute structure of positivity and high frequency.
Thank you.
And I'll say this to you as well as the viewers on there, and well, used to be my life, just the camera there and you know. I rebuilt myself as well. I took 10 years out. I was living by myself in Enfield. This is after a relationship of about 12 years.
Okay.
And was it serious? Yes and no. But I was there long enough. So to be on my own again after that time, out of a toxic relationship that we were both toxic in. We were both toxic. When I met this person, it was absolute bliss. But what you don't realize is that it's bliss for you because of the way you perceive the world through your eyes.
Yeah, 100%.
But you're not looking back at yourself.
And then you start seeing things for what they are, isn't it? Eventually.
When you start to recollect the past, which is absolutely paramount to the future, then you're like, wow, you know what? I really let that person take the piss out of me, man. What does that say about me? What am I lacking that I didn't love myself that much?
Yeah, I
let that happen.
Yeah, and you was even happy with it at some point. Just think about it. You was actually happy with this, you know. And don't get me wrong. God bless this woman and God bless all these people that I've been as well, you know. I wish you all the best, man. I hope you are elevating in your life. I hope when I see you one day on the street, you tell me something nice, man. I'll be happy to see that for you, you know. But it doesn't really always work that way. And you know, you realize exactly why you remove yourself from certain people.
Yeah, because you're being abused.
Like, we don't need to do the same stuff. If you don't like it, we can just go on our separate ways. You know? And look at how well you turned out.
Exactly.
But you said you took some time, though. Because I thought 3 years is a long time, you know. I started to feel like something's wrong with me.
It's taken me 25 years to get to a point where...
That's because you're picky, though, as well, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Same.
I'm not going to be around nobody who, number one, doesn't understand about having children.
So in a way, you're gonna put a lot of pressure on that woman, isn't it?
Yeah,
I can. Me too. I think this is what scares so many people. There's gonna be pressure.
Don't look at it as scaring them off because the right man for you, you won't have to tweak and fix and push and pull and sideways and it will just come to you ready made.
True.
He's already gonna understand your character. He's already gonna understand how you live. He's already gonna understand your programs because he likes your programs too. Whether you watch them or not, he's going to watch them. Whether you listen to that music or not, he likes it anyway. So, and even if he didn't, and it's the opposite, because opposites attract. This is why I always mention the Kabbalion. Because, and I'll just quickly read this one verse from here. It's not a religious
read it.
book. But I'll just quickly say this. This is basically about science, right? And it says here, everything is and isn't at the same time. All truths are but half-truths. Every truth is half false. So what that's showing you is just on the effect of the Kabbalion is that they are two polar extremes to everything. Love actually is hate.
And every truth is a half.
I was just saying this to Sammy.
It's kind of like the glass half full and half empty, pretty much.
You've got to realize your Kabbalion. Once you realize your balance, your Kaaba balance.
True.
Your Kaya balance. Once you realize your balance, then you can see both extremes. You're living now in your pineal. You're living in you're centered.
Yeah.
And now you can see both extremes.
No, that's fact.
Do you get what I'm saying, Gia? Now. Because
we've been at the two extremes already. This is the thing that...
You've had love and you've had
You need
abuse.
that experience at the end of the day.
So now you're in the middle. So now you're the God. So now you choose. You see the person coming down the street, like Gia just said. I said to Gia, I can see her coming down the street if she's submissive or not.
True.
She could be in a carnival.
Oh, not the
and I could look through millions of people. Yep, I want her. Because I've picked up your energy from that far away.
Yeah, guys pick women in different...
You see, you got a calm energy. That's why you attract assholes. I'm being honest.
I've got a calm energy. That's what.
Calm energy.
Nah,
calm.
but I said to you that used to be me. That's not me no more. I'm very well taken care of, guys. Don't let it get twisted.
I would never doubt that about this. This woman's
very
a businesswoman.
Well taken
This
care
woman's
of.
a businesswoman. Fuck with her. She can tell you a TikTok and all that
that's
afterwards.
the thing. Before I would have been. That's what I said. I would have been bored. I would have wanted some things. I would have. Do you know what I mean? That's why I would go and do things that I wasn't even sure about. But now, I'm staying at home. I'm staying my ass at home. I'm good. If I don't need to go out, you see, today I left my house for a reason because I have a reason. I wasn't going to leave my house otherwise.
You know what I'm saying?
There has to be a point.
And I thank you for doing that, just for coming and sitting with Duah.
Thank you so much.
I really do, man. This woman's come all the way from South East London. I live in North West London. The studio where we are is in West London. So, you know, and like I said, man, it's a necessary conversation. And I'll say this, is that I thank you for being who you are after dealing with toxicity.
Thank you.
My mother.
Same to you, you know. You could have been anybody. You could have been a prick.
Exactly.
You're a very polite person. I really like how you carry yourself.
You can tell those things.
I like that you realize that as well. Thank you so much. Because my friend said the other day the same thing. That my girl, she was like, you know, it's crazy like what you've been through, and you're so positive.
And you're still positive.
And I can say the same about you. And I don't even know half of it, but I can tell.
Well, I'll put it this way, and I want to hear one of your stories. My dad, I watched my mum get attacked with a glass bottle in her face when I was 7. And
so sorry to hear
the bottle didn't break first time. He had to hit it like 5 times. He's got my mum by the throat. I'm here by the fridge. He's there. So the glass shattered, cut me in my forehead. It's my blood father. And he's in a jealous rage, and he just swung the bottle. So I didn't hear it connect, but I heard my mum just go. She just let out a scream, I ain't gonna say it now, that it pushed out whatever innocence was in me as a child.
Kind of like killed.
You understand?
Innocent, yeah.
So that's child abuse. So after that, her face opened up. So my dad's just run out the house now. So I've run after him with a knife. I come back. I'm too young. Couldn't chase him. He's gone. I come back in the house. It was like a horror scene. I haven't realized I'm covered in blood. So I come back in the house, and there's blood everywhere. My mom's face is just going.
God damn.
Every time her heart beats, it
pumps probably hit some artery.
So KD Block Money, his mama came into my mom's house. Cheeser, you're bleeding. Covered her face. Saved my mom's life. So, do I know about toxicity? Yeah. Do I know about not being able to sleep because you don't know whether it's going to be an argument and she might get battered in the nighttime? Yeah. Do I know about waking up in the middle of the night at 8, 9 years old, going to the toilet, standing on glass because someone's just had a fight? You didn't even realize it. You're walking on glass all the way around to the living room, and the living room's a mess. TV shattered. Yeah. Do I hit women? Fuck no. Do I even shout or be aggressive to a woman to try and keep her? Nah. Because I've seen toxicity. I grew up with it for 20 years. So coming out of that and creating a life out of that, and children that love you and think you're God, and they you know, they know that you got respect and love for their mother to the point where you won't hit mummy. Whenever I see dad with mum, they're just laughing, it's jokes, or it's just serious, the bills, that's it. I don't see them in any other bad situations.
And I see how gentle you are, by the way, like towards your kids. I don't really like see much, but I've seen how how gentle you are, you know.
It means a lot to me.
And you was even laughing earlier when I texted you. You was like, oh, I'm just a bit busy. But you just sounded so happy, you know, that I'm just out. I took the kids, like, you know what I mean? Like, you was happy. You honestly, like, you could tell that makes you happy, you know, to be.
It really puts me in that position.
And it's not a lot of parents that do that. You know, a lot of parents are not happy, you know.
Of course not.
They pretend. A lot of them pretend.
They haven't dealt with their inner thing yet. That's what I'm saying. And I want to, and tell me something about yourself. Tell me all right, give me something lightweight that you are comfortable with talking about, that the female viewers can say, you know what,
I can relate to that shit. Oh, well, yeah, clearly I've got the sob story for everybody, you know, but I've never really spoken about it, you know. But first of all, I wanted to say sorry because that must have changed you in a way.
It did, but it changed me for the better.
No, I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
It should, didn't it? But at first, it's not for the better because you just have to prematurely realize things that you wasn't even supposed to be exposed.
That's right. Yeah, I got psychosis from it. And I used cannabis for years to get rid of the psychosis. Which
probably made it worse.
It made it a little worse, only in the sense of I am such a deep thinker. Like the other day, I had to go to the dermatology unit to see if I had cancer.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't tell nobody. It's the first time I'm talking about it. And my older sister met me there, and I'm just, the whole time there, I'm just crying. I'm just saying to my sister, my sons, man, my sons. Like, my sons think I'm with God. When I get through that door, the house lights up.
And that's all that matters, you know.
That's what daddy is in where I come from. So I got in there, you know, I'm shaking, whatever. It's only a little thing on my back, little mole, but when they get flat, you got to check them. And guys, check your testes. Girls, check your breasts. Do your own self-checks.
That's facts.
Any little lumps, anything. They can sort it. The lump could be this big. They can remove that. You can go on YouTube and see tumors removed that are people that are sizes of babies.
That is curable.
And they take them out. So it can add 20 years to your life where it might have taken 20 years. But I'll say this. The doctor looked straight at me. First of all, I was in the dermatology unit in Chase Farm in North London, and it was just loads of Europeans in there. So me and my sisters are only black people. Yeah, so
That's interesting. You know?
Yeah, so I'm thinking, and they were all like over 70. So I think, what the fuck am I doing here? But I wouldn't say that to my sister. But anyway, so my sister's in my ear, literally on this side where the mic is going to me. You know you're going to be fine. It ain't going to be nothing. You have melanin in your skin. You got a 1% chance of getting skin cancer. It's not really something that black people get. I weren't having it. Got in to see the nurse. There was 3 of them in there. So you know you're shitting yourself because you got the 2 trainees in there plus a nurse. This has to be serious. In man's world, we don't fuck with the doctors at all.
Stuff, I'll be so real.
If I got a big man,
you guys see something on your hand and you're like, oh my God, what is
I can have a whole human being going up my back. I'm okay, man. It ain't fucked with me for 10 years. Yeah. But so she goes to me, yeah, it's nothing. It's called something critosis. It's basically dry skin.
Oh, okay.
A 30-year thing that I'd held in, released all at once. I was just in tears, man. And I remember the nurse hugging me, then my sister hugging me, hugging the nurse.
No, but your life could change in an instant, do you know what I mean? So, could be a joke, but it couldn't. Like, it could not be, you know. So let's be real. It's like everybody thinks it's not real because it doesn't happen to you. I'm so tired of this, you know.
Check this shit, man. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
You understand?
100%.
People like Gia, I'm going to offer this to you on air.
Oh.
I'll offer it to you on air.
Official proposal.
Real talk, an official proposal. No joke. I had somebody.
You can see me, but I can't see
myself. She's worried about how she looks. That. Ladies and gentlemen,
I am.
This is a beautiful lady thinking, why are you women so insecure? That's what I want to ask. Why are women so insecure? How can you be beautiful and insecure?
I don't know.
People highs up, got the lowest self-esteem.
That's what I'm trying to figure out as well, you know. No, but I do have the self-esteem, you know, because if I didn't, I wasn't going to take pictures.
The prettiest people do the ugliest things.
I mean, we get down and
Kanye
dirty.
West said that on his first album. I'm just saying, Kanye West said that on his first album.
We get down and dirty, honey, but
how can you?
I don't do ugly things, okay?
Do you understand that you're a beautiful woman?
Yeah, I do.
Do you understand that?
I do.
Do you understand that your body shape is perfect for somebody? Do you understand that?
Yeah. I've heard that so many times.
This is what women don't understand.
It makes you.
Women get, I don't like my stomach. I don't like that bit of fat there. I don't like my arm. I don't like my neck. I don't like my face.
I'll work on that.
The little foolishness that they're worrying about. When the man lift up her foot, he's not worrying about the belly, you know. When you're on your knees, essentially, with your back arched.
Oh, eventually, yeah.
And man are smashing from behind. We don't give a fuck about your belly. Let me tell you something.
That's true, you know. I've seen men like they just don't care about anything. They're like, I've got a spot here, babe. They're like, what? Like they're just looking. I'm like, but I wanted to tell you. Last time I had sex, I actually had to tell someone. I had a little spot on my thigh. It made me feel so uncomfortable because because obviously I got big thighs. So when I walk, they, you know, yeah.
And
so I felt the need to speak to this man before we done the thing, you know. I sat him down and I showed him the spot. It was right here on my thigh. Wow. He just looked at me. He couldn't believe his eyes, you know. He was just like,
you're showing me a spot?
He was like,
compared to the pussy?
Yeah, he saw the spot. He started laughing at me, you know.
I just want the pussy. I don't care about the spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Men don't
as
care
long
about
as you ain't got AIDS.
You be like, babe, I've got hair on my leg. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
They don't care. They really
Save
don't
that shit tomorrow. Give me the pussy today.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know a man will off the homeless outside Tesco's with a hole in their face, barefoot, living with a dog? Do you know there's a man that will fuck her?
I've seen men from where I used to live around.
The woman won't off it.
They'll get one of these nitties, you know. Yeah, they'll pay for blowjobs. I've seen literally one of my friends get in a cab with one of them, you know, and I knew exactly what's gonna happen. It was a bit
Them
sad.
ones you have to be careful of because she's got herpes, bro.
Sad, you know?
She's got herpes.
That's sad, isn't it?
Minimally, she's got herpes.
I can't say one of my friends, but it was just people that used to live in there as well, you know. But
minimally, she's actually got herpes. Minimally.
It?
And I'll tell you this, right?
Not the bookies. When we get back to the bookie, it's bad, isn't it?
I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this.
You looked at me like unacceptable. Not the bookies.
Just to kill it. This is what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
and as we draw toward the closing of the show, right? I'll just say this. A woman
Let's sum it up.
Is very specific about her man. She wants a specific type of man. A man will want any woman, mostly. We say we want the woman that's a lady. We say she has to have class. Those things are bonuses.
Oh.
Because at the end of the day, even the men that count money, all my family and all my friends are all villains. They're all hustlers. So when they do a lot of counting money. I've counted hundreds of thousands of pounds with people before in their house. I've stepped over bags full of money. And I'm telling you right now, you see that type of brother there? He wants the normal bitch. He don't want the hype chick. He's around the models.
True.
He's around all the bitches. But that's just feeding his ego. You'll see how they see and look in their videos. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, I got the models. Yeah, look at me.
Life is good, isn't it?
You feel me? Like in Africa, to walk down the street with a woman with a fat ass, you are a don. Guess what happened? The Western world's just caught up with that now.
No, that's facts.
Europeans have just caught up with that. So in Europe now.
That's the reason why I moved countries, by the way. Because in my country 15 years ago.
What's your country, by the way?
Bulgaria.
Shout out to all the Bulgarian sexy women out there.
Not all of them are like me, but shout out to Bulgaria.
I used to go out with a Bulgarian girl years ago in Stonebridge.
Oh. Yeah, you're experienced man, aren't you, Duah?
Extremely. Portuguese and Bolivia.
Okay. Something else you want to touch up on the details?
No, I'm listening to your story. I just asked you a question.
Innocently just thrown in there, you know.
Just leaving it in the air. That's
just so innocently, yeah. But yeah, now, like 10, 15 years ago, if he was on like 45 kilograms, which I don't know how much is in LBS, check it on Google. You're like ugly, you're fat, you're this and that. And obviously I've always been a bit more, you know.
Fluffy girl.
Yeah, 100%. And it was just not the place for me over there, you know. I've never been accepted over there. They'll make fun of you. They'll call you fat. They'll call you a dolphin. Yeah, it was a lot in high school. But you see me, I've always had the character, come from a good family, so nobody could tell me.
So because you had the bigger breasts, the bigger
I used to go with like sweatshirts and literally hide them every day. Like my girls would try to take them. I would never that would be just an embarrassment because I'm too big.
Can you imagine if she was growing up in somewhere like Nigeria or something like that?
Like, oh my God. Fat and this and that. They're like, fat where? So you need to broaden up your horizons, change countries. Because these countries are very like narrow-minded, you know. Maybe we can touch on that subject because I really do want to talk about it. But I've given up, you know, because I'm not going to represent.
She should have been growing up in Lagos or Nigeria. The men will just melt over your body because you have the thickness and the big thighs and the big body. We love that in the black countries. We love that. to make a black man feel good.
Black men have accepted me, you know. I'll be so rude. And black women as well, don't get me wrong. Like all of my friends, like my
It's not about who accepts you. It's not about who accepts you.
But black men are way more acceptable.
Say, you know. Guess what we like?
And just people here in general, and I'll be so real, because I feel like people in my country, they just grew up like that.
Really?
Like the guys are ugly.
A lot of negative opinions
like skinny
on fluffy girls.
But they're ugly with big bellies, you know.
Like what the hell?
Make it make sense. Why would I want you just because you've got money or something? Like you're still ugly and you've got a big belly, but you want me to be a top
if they got money, they you know.
You know, even my brother would say that to his girlfriend. You know, I'll be so real. Like
seriously,
sorry, bro.
What would he say to her?
My brother's got a belly like this, especially since his third child. Yeah, he's fully in that mode. Yeah, men's belly is just growing viciously day after day. Like, do you know what I mean? He's a little fatty.
That's a comfortable man. That is. That's a comfortable man.
He's comfy as a So lately we was talking and he said to me, you need to lose some weight. Yeah, my brother is just, he's a typical Bulgarian. That's what a Bulgarian man will tell you. Deadly looking in the eyes with his big belly while he's eating his food. He'll be like, you know what, babe? You can't let yourself get too, do you know what I'm saying? We had a full grown up.
Never mind your bag up, bruv, but you're looking at mine, yeah?
Like, yeah, that's your brother for you. I was like, do you know what, bro? You got issues, man. Like, I was like, no, but I can be fat, but she can't. I'm like, what you with?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say this for Gia's brother and all the other men. All the other men who discriminate against fluffy women. Let me tell you something. A fluffy woman is the most fun you'll have sexually. That it can bend up just like a skinny girl.
Not even just fluffy fluffy, like just having some meat there, you know. Like you don't have to.
Do you think because she's fluffy, she's not light? Do you think because she's fluffy, a man can't pick her up and walk around the house with her?
I'll be so real though. Like once I became even
fluffy,
more
don't mean heavy.
The life has been even better.
You're damn fucking right.
Better.
You're damn right.
Gets better. I don't know.
Gia
if it's
is just
age.
learning. She's just learning about the significance in fluffiness.
No, but I used to be fluffier than this, you know.
Yo, if all real men.
That's not even fluffy, to be honest. I'm kind of like
that's
slim
my
fluffy,
point.
you know. Like,
you're saying
living in this country made me realize I'm like a slim something.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
listen.
Like, boy, I've seen some ass.
This country here,
Boy.
this country in America and Japan, countries like that, you'll see the most ass there.
I'm not gonna lie.
Trust me, because we have the most fast food restaurants. We have the most restaurants.
You know?
We have the most money in this country. We have everything. So we're more spoilt here.
True.
So
people pay attention to their looks more.
Try and know.
Yeah.
And as a black man, let me just speak for all black men and say this. I'll speak for all of niggerdom when I say this. I can't fuck with you if you ain't got a fat ass. When you're bouncing on me, I need to be able to look in the mirror in my room and look behind you and see that fucking jelly.
Back to the toxicity.
You feel me?
He needs to see something.
As she's getting what? Bouncing on me.
Do you get down rude? Like you look like the type that you can get rude. You know, oh, look at him. He's like one of them BDS motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? In that house. Let me tell you up, girl.
Go and get the whip and the chains.
What?
And meet me upstairs in the bedroom.
So you like a bad girl, yeah? Is this what you like a bad girl, Duah? Just be real. Just say it. Look at you started dreaming and drooling and shit.
Awful bitch.
What happened to composure?
I like an awful bitch. Listen. There's a tune.
When you say awful,
what's his name's tune?
This, you know?
Slut me out. Slut. Yo, spit in my face when you've off me. Did it? Hey!
I was literally just about to ask a similar question.
Off me.
No questions.
Hey!
No questions.
I'm not ashamed.
Don't be.
I'm not ashamed,
Don't
people.
be ashamed, you know.
Look at Gia's face and look at my face. There's no shame here.
No, but I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed for you. I never been. But
I'm a freak. I don't hide it. But let me say this. I'm a clean freak. I'm a classy freak. I'm a get money nigga.
Classy freak.
I'm a classy freak. I'm a get money nigga. Yeah.
I like the classy freak.
So I'm not just gonna go for the beauty outside Tesco's.
And the
look at me, man. I got class. So.
Where would you meet women?
I prefer to meet a woman.
Worked for you, like in the terms, like in an interesting way, or someone that's actually kept your attention. Because social media is like a full
caged in, innit?
It can go both ways, you know. Like right now, could have gone very wrong.
Oh, I know.
Or it could have gone very right. But it's either this or there's no in between.
It could be more right on this. This episode.
Yeah, but sometimes it can go very wrong.
Absolutely,
we could have been talking for months, and then I'll see you say something. I'll be fuck off, you prick.
And you just don't like one little thing like that.
100%.
Fuck you, I'm not talking to you no more.
No.
That's how I am.
No, but if you react to...
If I don't like something about you, if I feel something not right...
Yeah, I'll probably leave.
I wouldn't deal with you.
100%. I was prepared for that earlier, by the way, as well. I was prepared.
Me too.
Is it?
I have to.
I'm glad you said that.
Do you know how many people have let me down?
Same, you know. And I feel like this was one
cash.
of the reasons why I wanted to come here, because I didn't want another person for us to just talk, yappa about it. Do you know what I mean?
She's going to be the new co-host, guys, just so you guys know.
Let's just see the preview first. Look at this shit.
Like I said, Gia is going to be the new co-host and she'll be being paid cash weekly.
Why do you have to say that? That's going to get cut off.
It's facts.
Cut off. You don't need to pay me anything. I've already said
cash
that as
money.
well. For me, I like this opportunity.
There's no way I would drag you out your house.
Topics on topics, right?
Oh, yo.
Oh.
On the lives and everything, we can be fucking each other on the lives as well. I'm not gonna make you come out your house and fuck with me unless there's money involved.
Plus today was a tryout.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we can do better things than this, you know.
We're gonna be
something behind.
Oh yeah.
For me, that's more important.
This is a really good trial.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we were supposed to do an hour. We done hour and a half. Let's end it by 5:30. We'll end it at 5:30.
Cool.
So we'll do it about another 10 minutes.
Cool.
So we started the subject on toxicity. We stayed on that subject.
We did, you know.
We
I'm
did.
proud of you, by the way.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because
Stick to one subject. Cheers.
Yes,
cheers.
I'm proud.
On camera. Cheers.
I'm proud of you.
We stuck to one subject. And this is going to be the new look for Close to the Bone people, where I don't want to have 2.5 hours of me just chatting ish and going back and forth.
100%.
Let's have an hour or 40 minutes, or maybe an hour and a half, like today, of
cuts and bops.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We're just talking about one thing, but we just kind of boom, and we get to that, because then we'll start to do the phone-ins. live requests, live phone-ins.
And nobody likes people listening to people for 2 hours. Just
come on now,
come
2
on.
hours.
Who are we anyway? Like we are somebody.
That's what I had to learn.
But we're not there yet to be thinking that you're. You see, this is what people get wrong with the podcast.
Go
Don't
ahead.
think that you're just gonna have the whole shebang. You're gonna sit down. It's the same with when I started doing music. You know, I bought the laptop, I bought the Logic, I bought the programs, and then you sit down in your house, you're open, and you're like, "What the fuck am I doing right now?" Yeah. Okay. Go figure.
I've been there, mate.
It will take you a while. Let me just put it that way.
I've been there.
So yeah, we can't just sit there and expect like we're gonna sit there and chat about a bag of fish for 2 hours and people have to listen. Nobody's got time for that.
Nobody.
So I like that we can do it, you know,
back and forth.
And I can think of other ideas as well. I feel like I got inspired to it is, you know.
This is beautiful.
I'm so happy I came here.
Saturday night. I go home and I'm gonna be in a good mood today.
Same.
I'm gonna smoke a bag of weed, watch a bag of movies, probably drink some more Henny, and maybe a red stripe. And I'm just gonna. I've been given the all clear, guys. I've got another 90, 100 years to go. I got no debt. I ain't got 1,000 baby mothers. I'm not on the run from the police. You feel me? I'm not on the run from the police. I don't hide from nobody. My kids love me, and I've come to a point in my life where, with the show, not to mention the crying groups in my WhatsApp groups, the meditation groups, and the couples therapy.
Yeah.
But the plans that I've got for the podcast in particular is I don't think people are ready for yet. Me and G are sitting here now in January 2024. It's not even February yet.
Nope.
The year's just started. And we're at this energy. I started this energy last year with Nelson Octavio. They have their own podcast now. And I have nothing bad to say about Nelson. Nelson, I love you, my bro. I thank you for introducing me to Steve and them. Your family always to me. We didn't get on. You walked out on me on our business deal. That's fine. But I know you're a man of business and you know I'm a man of business. I'm not a man to slag you off and I love you, bro. And
just move on, innit?
You know what I mean? We use the same studio here at London Media Lounge. And I look forward to seeing you again, bro. We can knock heads on certain things, no homo. But let me just say this to end the show, right? In life, everything is and isn't at the same time. All truths are but half truths. The extreme to black is white. The extreme to love is hate. The extreme to a choice is a thought. Think about that. Literally, think about that. The extreme, the polar opposite. So the polar is in the middle. Everything in life is an extreme of itself. So like I said to you, life is the extreme of death. When you're drinking or you're smoking or you're under any substance, your brain will shut down and you will go into pineal mode. That's what they call drunkenness in physical form, or I'm high. What that means is that you're in your spiritual self. That voice in your mind, people, listen to it. It's a guide voice for you.
Damn fuck.
You feel me? There's a higher voice and a lower voice. Please, people, stay in your higher voice. This book here, is called the Pert Em Heru from ancient Egypt. And I want to read out the last prayer to Amun-Ra Ptah. This is not a religious book, people. This is a book of spirituality and you're praying to the energies of the sun.
I feel bad that you have to explain that every time.
Because people get shitty and...
No,
I can't believe you read that religious book on there. I'm going to moan about it now.
But you moan about that. Yeah, bro, that's not what you think it is.
It's really not. And I want everyone to understand and have an understanding of the Pert Em Heru because there is peace within thought. And I'll tell you how you attain that. Not only by way of meditation, but I'll tell you how you attain that peace, all right? Have I gone too far into the book? Just give me a second, let me get it up. This is probably something you've never even heard of before, Gia, but I'm going to just very quickly introduce you to it. And it might be something you don't put down forever. Right, so I'll give you the...
some of your lives, yeah.
Yeah, I've
read these, yeah.
Yeah, say no more, man. Say no more. So in this, this is called the Amun-Ra Ptah prayer. This is a prayer that is from ancient Africa to the energies on the other side.
I've seen that.
So that they recognize you when you get there. Because you're going to need a guide when you get there, you'll be lost. Just like when you're born on earth. You're lost without your mama. But you know she's your mama, right? But you don't know nothing else. But you know she's your mama. Nuk neta. Nuk aset. Nuk neta kepa setefe. Ba'a pet saata. Nukwab sakem. Nuk ast unea uneftata. Sekhem moi set. Rex am ab a Sekhem a heti. Una nut neb am putem ta. Nuksa emba. Translation: I am the supreme divinity. I am Aset. I am the great God self-created. Soul of heaven, body belongs to the earth. Mind has pure thoughts, so soul and life force is pure. Behold, I am the heir of eternity, as in the heir of the throne. Everlastingness has been given to me. I have gained power in the water and conquered Set, as in sunset, Set-hyphen, Ra and Set. Ra represents the sun rising, sunset, rising, set, rising, circular. I know my heart. I have gained power over my heart. The power is within me to open all doors in the heavens and on earth. I am, this is what Nuksa Emba means.
Yeah, I've heard that so many times.
You feel me? Nuksa Emba. I am spirit with my soul. I am spirit with the soul. So there's actually 3 parts to you. We'll go into that one next week.
We do. We definitely do.
I'm looking for that one now. I'm looking forward to that, man.
I love that. I'll prepare myself as
Please
well.
do. Please do.
I will for you.
People, thank my beautiful guest again. This is a really thinking woman, and she'll be on here regularly. And I thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
The first woman on my show, and you represent it properly. And I like your humble nature. And it's all cash from here. That's all I can say. Close to the ball, people.
Know what he just got himself into.
Say your thing. I'll keep cutting you.
No,
say your
but
thing.
thank you for having me. No problem, I know we need to sum it up now, but it was lovely having you here as well and being here. And I can see good things happening from here on. 100%. Definitely. 100%. Very positively.
100%. You'll see for yourself. I won't say anything. You'll see for yourself. People, it's that time again where I get to go home and I get to smoke and chill.
Empty glassing, but
we'll get another bottle.
I'm still gonna cheers you because we started like this. We're gonna let's stop it like that.
Do you know what? Next time we'll get a half a baby bottle because you know what it is. I rushed Gia and we just got a little baby bottle of Henny or whatever or Kvass, and it wasn't enough because as adults we can drink probably a half a bottle of a normal bottle on air as well. And let me tell you, I don't mind being a little bit tipsy on air and a bit lit because I still chat sense. So. People!
With me, it's a 10 line, you know. I'll be so real. We can get it right, and then if you give me one more or like even a zip more, then we're already on the other side.
Do you know what? It's calm because we can edit anyway. No, it's calm because we can edit. It's fine. Gia, you've been a really great guest.
Thank you.
People watching, you've been great guests. Thank you. And all I can say is that is another episode of Close to the Bone podcast on YouTube, on TikTok, on all platforms. Follow us up, man. Before you go, give them your details on TikTok and your socials.
Oh yeah, GI Kelsey GG. I need to change that one up, you know. It's very complicated. But anyway, you can find me anywhere. Yeah, that's fine.
The normals with me.
We'll put that there anyway.
Yeah, put that there. Fine. Normals with me, Duah Mutef 1 on all socials. Sekhemet Ratep Duah Mutef the first is my name. And I shall see you guys on the next episode.
Very soon.
You!
Peace.